I'm Erin, and I'm a financially free millionaire mama, a little bit of a tongue twister, but that pretty much defines me, who I am, what I do, what I'm about. I am so passionate about financial freedom because, as you can imagine, it is life-changing. Not to have to work for the man, not to be stuck in a 9-to-5, not to trade time for money. If you don't know what that feels like, which most people don't, I know I didn't, it is the most liberating thing ever to know that nobody tells me where to be, when to be there, what to wear, how to do things. It's absolutely amazing. And I know this because I went from one extreme to the other. I spent 14 years in the Army, graduated West Point, and served as an Army officer for 8 years on active duty, 2 years in the reserves, and was told where to be, what to wear, what to do, how to act every minute of every day. And I actually loved it, and I was really good at it. But then we had our first kid, and I just didn't want to deploy anymore. Knew I wasn't a good soldier, and I left the Army, literally resigned overnight, submitted my letter of resignation. It was signed 3 days later, and I was off without so much as a thank you for your service. And so I realized nobody cares about me and my family the way that I do, and it's up to me to create the life that I want because we only get one life. And so because of that, I am passionate, like I said, about financial freedom for myself, but also for other people. And I really love processes and systems. That's just who I am. That's kind of how I'm wired. But that is how you scale your real estate portfolio to create financial freedom. Nobody's going to get rich off of one deal. Well, I shouldn't say nobody. I'm sure there's situations in which people get rich off of one deal, but for the most part, you have to scale. You have to build a portfolio one property at a time. And it's a process you repeat over and over again. You have to build that system. And I'm going to teach you exactly that system. So grab a pen and paper. We are just going to dive in, and I'm going to tell you the 8 steps I've repeated over and over again to achieve millionaire status, to become financially free. And to be honest, I'm just getting started. We're just over 4 years. We took our net worth from 120,000. We're at 1.3 million now in less than 4 years. And our income each month is over $11,000. And I don't really work. I mostly stay home with my kids, and I mostly hang out. I walk the dog, we go to the gym, actually have 2 gym memberships. We just live the life we want. We travel all the time. We take 2 to 3 international vacations every year, and we travel at least once a month somewhere. I get stir crazy if I'm in one place for more than 5 weeks. I'm not telling you that to brag. I am telling you that because that is my why. Traveling and hanging out with my family and my kids and supporting my active duty husband is my why. It's what I'm all about. It's why I got into real estate, why I wanted to do the things that I do, and that drives me. And we just continue to scale our portfolio. And the more income we make, it doesn't mean I have to work more. It actually gives me more freedom because I just keep hiring things out. And I have professional property managers, I have accountants, assistants, all the things that I'm able to pay for. And of course that cuts into my profit, but because I scale enough, we make more than enough to literally do whatever we want. So I want that for you too, okay? So first of all, before we can get into the meat and potatoes of this, I wanna make sure that you understand that building your why and understanding your why is super critical, but I want you to understand first the 4 ways that you get paid in real estate. So step 1, understand these 4 ways to get paid in real estate. So one of them, which I think most people are familiar with, is cash flow. And that's just all your expenses, your income minus all your expenses, what's left over is cash flow. So that dollar amount that you get after you pay off all your expenses. So tenant pays you rent, you pay your principal and interest payment to your lender, taxes, insurance, property management, utilities if you have them, maybe you're paying for trash, all that stuff. And then what's left over is cash flow. That's the goal. You want to make sure all your properties cash flow positive. Certain situations, maybe you don't if there's a significant appreciation play. But for the most part, you want to look for cash flow. I'm going to teach you how to do that in my course. But that is sort of the icing on the cake. But that's not even the best part about investing in real estate. That's not even where you generate most of your wealth. A huge way that you get paid is through taxes. You get to write off your mortgage interest. You get to depreciate your asset, and it offsets your other income. So even though every month your properties are going to make you money, on your tax return, they're going to look like a loss. and it's going to offset any other W-2 income or 1099 income that you already have. Super, super powerful. I get into the specifics of this in my investor course, but you got to wrap your head around them before you even can like perceive the possibilities in real estate. Okay, so those are two ways. The next way is appreciation. So as you own your properties, just they naturally increase in value over time. It's a normal thing. 3 to 4% is very conservative from the time the earth was, we recorded history until today. And then COVID, of course, skyrocketed those numbers. National average is like 12 to 18%. Some markets saw like 24% plus of appreciation. So that's just, again, like the increasing value of the property that you get just by holding onto that property. So that's pretty cool. And then the last thing is amortization, which is just a fancy way of saying mortgage pay down. So your tenant's paying your mortgage, your balance is going down, your property value is increasing, and that gap just widens and widens over time, which is your net worth. That net worth just continues to increase. So understand that. Investing in real estate isn't just about watching the value of your portfolio or your property increase. It's not just about cash flow. It's about all four of those things combined. And tax strategy is important when you are investing in real estate, especially as you scale, because that is where you're going to build true wealth. And again, I will go into this very specifically in much more detail in my real estate investor course. Okay. So step 2, set your goals and develop your why. This is the most important part of really any business venture that you pursue. You need to figure out what it's all about. Why real estate? What do you want to do in real estate? And what is it going to do for you? What's it going to do for your life? You have to reflect on all of those things. Like, what does life look like? What are you wearing? What are you doing? Where are you traveling? More importantly, what are you not doing? Okay, that's where the power is. And the more real you can get with yourself, and the more honest you can get with yourself, and the more tangible you can make your why, the more successful you'll be, and the quicker that you'll achieve that success. So my investor course takes you on very deliberate exercises to figure this out. And I encourage you to spend a significant amount of time there, as much time as you need. Some people already know their why and have a really good idea. Other people have never thought about it. So you have to spend time here. You have to figure out what it's all for, what you want to do. Otherwise, you're going to flounder. You're going to just kind of waste time. Make this real in your head and make it super tangible. You will be successful, and it's just a really powerful thing. I'm going to teach you how to do that, how to be really deliberate about it. I'm going to share templates with you, all the things in my investor course, okay? So step 3, learn all the different ways to purchase real estate and build your team. So there's a lot of different ways to take down real estate, which is what I love about this industry. You can get super creative. There's so many cool things that you can do. So I'm going to teach you the different ways you can do that in my course. And then also I'm going to teach you the team members that you need to be successful, no matter what strategy that you pursue. And a lot of your strategy is going to be decided based on your why, right? I have a lot of people that come to me and they say, I want to build a passive income portfolio, and I want to live off my income from rentals, but I want to be a wholesaler. And I'm like, well, those two things do not align. There's nothing passive about wholesaling. There's nothing passive about flipping. Those are both full-time jobs if you want to be successful and make a lot of money. If you're like me and you want to drink margaritas on a cruise ship, then you got to look for turnkey rentals. That is how to align your strategy with your why. And I'm going to help you with that. Every step of my course, I offer that you can send me the do-outs, the assignments. I'm all about taking action. The only people that are successful in real estate are the ones that take action. And the ones that take action are successful, period. It's not if you're gonna make money, it's when you're gonna make money. If you hold on to an asset long enough, no matter how poorly you purchased it, you're gonna make money. I'm gonna teach you how to purchase it right and how to have equity at the beginning before you even close. And I'm going to teach you how to hold on to that and maximize your net worth if you so choose. If you decide to be a flipper or be a wholesaler and you just want to make a lot of income, I'm going to help you with that too. I don't really care what your strategy is. I just want to help you achieve your goals and put your why into reality, okay? So each strategy needs a different set of team members. And I'm going to help you figure out what team members that you need and how to go about recruiting them and interviewing them and retaining them. Okay, so once you have your why, your strategic plan, you know all the ways to purchase and you've figured out who you need on your team and you've recruited those team members, we're going to move on to step 4, which is analyze your market. Your team is going to help you analyze your market. You've got to find a market that's appreciating, that's growing, that has diverse industry, has hopefully a good quality of life, hopefully landlord friendly. I'm going to teach you how to figure all those things out. You want to figure out price to rent ratios, vacancy rates, average income, average rental income. So many factors that go into analyzing your market. And you got to figure out exactly where you want to focus and, more importantly, what you want to avoid. There's going to be areas you want to stay far away from. Maybe it's right near the projects. Maybe it's in an area that is right near the airport and it's super loud, or train station. This is all part of your market analysis. And again, the team that you have built and recruited is going to help you analyze the market. So they two kind of go hand in hand. Step 5, which is analyze individual properties. And honestly, if you haven't done a really good market analysis and you don't have team members in place, people that you can ask for the data that you need for your property analysis, you have no business making offers. You have no business analyzing properties because you can't do it. You can't get the rental income without looking for a property manager. You can't figure out what it's going to cost you to renovate without communicating with a contractor. You can estimate all day long, and those estimates are good for, before due diligence. But once you're really ready to start making offers and taking action, you have to verify those numbers. And the only way to do that is with industry experts, and it's by focusing on the people who know what they're doing and what they're talking about. So again, set that team in place. Analyze your market, get to know it really well, figure out where you want to focus, and then finally, analyze individual properties. And I'll teach you in my course exactly what it is that you're analyzing, what data you need to figure out if your property is going to cash flow, to figure out if your property is going to appreciate. It's a lot of different things. I'm going to teach you where you're going to get that information from. You're not expected to be the subject matter expert on rents and vacancy rates. You're just not. If you needed to be the subject matter expert on all these things, you're not going to have time to make offers. You're going to be working full time and then some. So I'm going to teach you how to do that again, how to repeat this process over and over again and scale in my investor course. So once you're analyzing specific properties, you got to get out there and start making offers. You're going to use the team that you've built that I taught you to build in the course. And I'm going to give you contract templates, or your realtor is just going to do it for you. And you're going to start making quality offers that are unrefusable, offers that protect you and give you an out if the property doesn't appraise or the inspection comes back derogatory in any way, or maybe you're just looking for a specific use of the property. And I'm going to teach you how to protect yourself when you make those offers and use your team to help you do that as well. So once you start making offers, you can move on to step 7, which is buy the properties, purchase the property. So make your offers, use your team, buy those properties. Again, team members are going to come into play here. Your title company, your realtors are going to help you get to closing. And then lastly, step 8, repeat. This is such a basic 8-step process that you can repeat over and over again to be successful. And I'll be honest with you, the first time you do it, it's hard, it's painful, it takes a lot of time, but it gets so much easier. I mean, you'll be able to do it in your sleep. You'll be able to analyze properties in 30 seconds after a while, but you have to get in your reps. You got to put in the work, and it's not easy. And could you do this on your own? Sure. But what will my course do for you? It's gonna cut down the learning curve. It's gonna help you achieve success so much faster, and it's gonna make you feel more confident in your investing. And I'm gonna be there with you every step of the way. So every phase of my course includes action steps, do outs, things that you need to go out and do. Build your why, draft your strategic plan, interview your teammates, do a market analysis, do property analyses. Send me all of those as you go, and I'm going to give you feedback, and I'm going to be another set of eyes, and I'm going to say, hey, your taxes are kind of high, or hey, you forgot about this utility. All things that could completely change your cash flow analysis, and you need that extra set of eyes for the confidence. Otherwise, you could make a very costly mistake, and what you thought was an investment suddenly becomes a money pit, and you're not making any money. So that's important no matter how experienced you are, no matter how much you've done. You should always have that accountability partner. And I'll be that for you. And I'll teach you how to get a significant return on investment by purchasing the course. Like, you just buy one property, within 1 year, you are going to get a 4, 5, 6x return, 400% return on that investment. And it's just going to cut that time in half. Okay. I also will connect you with team members. I've got great accountants, insurance agents, people that can help all over the country. I have a really great real estate team focused on investors. And if you are considering being an agent as an investor, I encourage you to join me and my team at EXP. Super investor friendly. We have a global focus, all about passive income, all about business building, and it definitely goes in hand with all the things I taught you. So you need to consider building these processes in order to scale. And I say consider, but like, it's the only way to do it. The only way that people are able to scale and be successful with repeated purchases is by building a system. And I'm going to give you the bones to that system, and you have to bring it to life. Okay? So don't wait anymore. I know you've probably been stuck in analysis paralysis. We've all been there. I was there for years. And I want you to get out of that so fast, because the amount of success I've had in 4 years is so much more than I ever thought I could. And so I don't want you to be stuck in analysis paralysis for another second. I want you to invest in yourself, invest in your future, and let me teach you exactly the process, and let me hold your hand along the way. And if you purchase in the next 5 days, you will get a free one-on-one call with me. Okay, just me and you. I'm gonna go over your goals and your why. I'm gonna help make sure that you understand who you need on your team and what steps to take. And then in addition to that, you also get weekly coaching calls with me recorded. You'll have them forever. If you can't make the call, you just send me your questions in advance, or you send me what you want me to review in advance. Maybe you're like, I have this deal. Can you look at the numbers for me? I'm happy to do that. And I'm also happy to introduce you, like I said, to my team. But most importantly, we have a Facebook group for all the people in the course. And right now I have over 250 people who have invested in the course. They're all hanging out on Facebook, taking down deals, working together. A lot of them are partnering on things and just doing some really awesome things, building real wealth, building real cash flow, and that can be you too. So purchase it in the next 5 days, and you will get a free one-on-one call from me. And just don't overthink it. Get out there, invest in yourself, learn the 8-step process, repeat it over and over again, become financially free, make your why a real thing that you accomplish in your life. I can't wait to see you on the other side. Bye, guys.